Drum nerdesses, take 2, like, subscribe. Okay, I made a picnic face reference in the other one, so I can't do that again. But everybody that said upsetting things to me, being mean to me because I said things about Lars Ulrich. Yeah, you know what? Okay, they did sell lots of records, but McDonald's sells loads of burgers. Loads more than Gordon Ramsay. Which one do you think is going to taste better? So, argument finished. Moving on. Without holding back. Please, why couldn't you play this? You just did play this. What is going on here? I'm going to try this real quick so that I don't end this video. Because this is very embarrassing. I'm supposed to be a super, super famous YouTuber. And I can't even get my shit together. Oh, well, you know how to play now. Oh! I'm reluctant to pause, but that was wonderful. Bucket of sugar, honey, iced tea. Bucket of sugar, honey, iced tea. In. Did you hear that pause? It's not a pause, but that hang of that crash. Let's go back to that. I'm thoroughly excited about this already. There's that crash, lazy re-entry into the groove. You'll hear it. Right there. So she just took a bit more time to get back to that effect symbol. It doesn't do anything in terms of mislay the beats or anything, but it's just a lazy back into it. Very, very purposely put there, but it's like it's so hard to explain, but I'm really loving it right now. It gives that impression and the impact of delay, but it hasn't done anything. Oh, it's beautiful. Love it. Please keep it. I was having a bit of a lousy Friday, but this is a great Friday now. And I think those are those Sweet Cake Customs? I think that says Sweet Cake Customs. Either way, they're quite dry. But that, if they, either way, they're gorgeous hats. And that's a delicious drum groove there. Great double kick pedal too. Pattern, sorry. Ooh. There's so much going on here. So with that pedal pattern, the pedal pattern, alliteration, it's matching the guitar riff. Simple, so basic. So perfectly put though. Great fill here. Double time. So that fill was... See, again, she's doing everything the guitar's doing. But then also you've got that fill I want to talk about because it was very flipped on its head. So whereas you might get a lot of busy hands and a couple bass drum kicks in some other people's playing, because foot articulation is a rather tricky thing to get a hold of, she then punctuated the top stabs almost as if you were to have it as a bass drum. So it was just a thud, thud, thud. But she did all the rolls on the bass drum. So it almost flipped what you would have expected other people to have done, right? I hope I've explained that well enough. But yeah, very, very great. Very, very enjoyable. Ah, nice rolls there. Right here, maybe again. And that lazy crash. So it's not so much a lazy crash, it's a lazy return from the crash here. I just need to really double this down. See if you get what I'm saying. Oh, please play. Oh no. Have I broken it? I might have to close this and reopen it, but I can't. Oh, come on. We're going to do this real quick to save time. I'm still putting this video up because I don't want to lose everything I've just said. because it's all very important. Bear with me. I'm sorry, everybody. No more pausing. Lazy crash coming up. I'll try and grab everything and then talk about it at the end because I don't want to risk ruining the video again. Love that 16th hand to hand. Oh, reluctant to do it. Just gonna be a lazy crash? No. See, you could hear that crash. It went crash right into the hats. I have paused it. I shouldn't have, but I gotta unpack some of that stuff. So that you could hear the difference between that first initial one where I was saying it's a bit lazy, where she crashes, takes her time to get back in. You almost miss the first beat, not the first full beat, but maybe like the first 16th note, and you got 4 of those every quarter anyway, so she kind of misses that first one but gets it with the bass drum. But this one, it was instantly crashed onto that hat, so you can hear the difference there. Now that fill that just happened, that was a whole load of nonsense in a good way. I mean that. I don't want to go back, I don't want to risk any of that, so if I've remembered it correctly, because there's a hell of a lot going on, it was some 16th note hand tom roll. There was a bit of a bucket of sugar honey iced tea, which is a bucket, but then there's some double kick going on in the middle too, punctuating it all. Fabulous. And that rolling set of that sounded, I'm sorry, I don't want to ruin this, but it sounded like an entire bar of just rolling pedal. Go back and hear it yourself. I don't want to ruin this. Lazy? No. This will probably be what you would refer to as a middle 8. A breakdown. That was a great smash on that china. So we're getting everything. Okay. What we ended up there with was a bit of quarter note on that effect symbol over here. I don't know, it inverts the screen over there, over here, over there. But so you got a little bit of quarter note, pardon me, but not every quarter note was being hit on that. There was some being landed on that floor tom. And then there's some blistering, like, sounded like 16th going into 32nd notes on the foot and the hands. Again, I could be speaking incorrectly because I wasn't able to really break it down and slow it down. But the point is, she's moved through different note values. And getting some cheeky stabs on that china, it was all kicking off. And there's a nice drum feature in there too, really. There's about a bar of just drums. This groove right there, that previous one, is amazing. There's the rolling pedals. That's changed. I hope I didn't fudge it here. That goes on for, I think I have. I broke it. Bollocks. 3:13, we're coming back. This is going to be a shockingly bad video. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't realize it wasn't going to play ball with me like this. How can I analyze things if I can't pause and revisit them? Bad. So that continuous rolling pedals comes up here. Take the next bit. Here. It's exhausting on the quads, I'll tell you that much for free. Oh, yeah, I'll go on then with that little hi-hat bark. Maybe I'll get a highlight. I have Perky. And that. Calm down, Domino's. I don't even eat you. I don't eat from you. You got my email once, flipping years ago. Anyways, I definitely don't eat Domino's. You get that resonance happening from the China because she hi-hat barks with that left hand, but hits that China. So you get a quick cutoff, but also a gradual decay. So you get two different sonic properties. Maybe it will work. You see that? So you get two different sounds. She hit the effect symbol as well. Ha! Huh. That was amazing. What a great way to start a Friday, eh? Whew. And it's only 10 minutes with those little interruptions and interjections from my completely poor performance and poor form on my part with my computer. There's loads to break down. I don't know if I did it justice. I hope I did. I hope I covered some of those things. But that was mind-blowing. That was fantastic. That is a fun song to play along to. Even if you don't... So, like, this is the thing. As drummers, even if you don't hit every note, even if you don't hit every fill, if you can stick something in your cans and just get into your room, as in your practice space on your kit, and just play along to it, you might hit 70% of the notes, you might hit 50% of the notes, and you might hit none of the fills. Doesn't matter. You're putting it out there. You're doing it. That's what's important. Is it then gives you that inspiration to get going and eventually then hit 100% of those notes and 100% of those fills. And nobody will ever be better than anybody else at being themselves. So even if, for example, I did a cover of that and hit every single thing note for note for note for note, let's say that happened. It's still not going to be better than hers because she laid it down in the first place and she is who she is, right? So that's the point. It's just getting that inspiration and that drive and desire to get behind the kit and flush something out. That's what's important and that's what's special about all this, right? Like my background, I come from blues and kind of country folk. Like that's I'll hold down a groove like Billie Jean. I'll just hold that pocket for hours. That's where I come from. That's my space. I'm not really as proficient and fluent as Akane is in these double pedals and stuff. So, but it doesn't mean that you don't do it. But this is the thing. Drummers aren't these individuals that can just do everything under the sun and then some. Yes, there are people that can do that. But you got to look at it almost like athletes. You've got baseball players and basketball players and hockey players. They're all very proficient at sport. And they could all probably, to some degree play each other's sports quite reasonably well, better than most average people or non-athletics. But they really excel and shine in their designated discipline. And that's the difference. So it's not like somebody's better or worse. They just have a different discipline. So there we understand that a little bit. But this has been a very, very, very fantastic start to the day. I love that song. I didn't expect that at all. Okay, be well. Do something nice for somebody you don't know. Enjoy your Saturday. I hope it's sunny and shiny in the part of the world that you are watching me from. So, without further ado, I will sign off and wish everybody a fantastic weekend and week, and keep your stick on the ice.